Hey guys, what's going on? This is Valentina. I'm on day 17 with Bell's Palsy, and I just wanted to share with you real quickly 7 steps that can help you with your recovery. I'm not completely healed at the moment, but these 7 steps have helped me go through this journey and see it differently. So please subscribe to the channel, like the video if there's any of the steps that you are already working on, and if you have any new tips that can help me or any of the other users, please comment below. So let's get started. Alright, the first step is to seek professionals. You want to make sure that this is what you have. Most of us did it on the night that we ended up in the emergency room thinking it was a stroke. Some other people did it when they made appointments with their family doctors or whatnot. So make sure you seek a professional that they can tell you this is what you have. Second of all, I will go ahead and do my own research. Do you know what Bell's palsy is? Do you know what caused you to have it? All these questions need to be answered. The more that you can research, the better. Another thing I would suggest is find groups on social media because you have to find people who have experience. Something interesting I found online is that there's different levels of damage that Bell's palsy can cause. So you really want to know where you're standing in that matter. Level 2 patient is not going to be taking the same treatments as a level 5. So you want to make sure you can dig into that for a few minutes and get your research done. That really does make a difference. There's also different treatments you can get. So you want to research that, not just what it means or what could cause it, but what can you do to get better soon. Alright, for step number 2, you basically have to follow directions. You've been asking for information and seeking for advice. Now it's your turn to practice. So basically, you have to take all the medicine they're going to give you, and you have to remember when you have to take it, and if you have taken it. Silly me. So you have to keep track of all that stuff. It's really important. You cannot be missing your medicine at all. Another thing that's important is you have to not just follow up on your medicine, but you have to follow up on your exercises. In your massages. You have to know how often you have to do them, and you have to make sure you get them done. So for number 2, you need to make sure you're following your instructions. You need to take your medicine as many times as you're supposed to, and don't forget to get your exercises or massages done if you have to. Alright, third step is my favorite one. You have to make sure you get your exercises and your massages done. You have to learn how to make them, and you have to make sure you know how often you have to do it. I think this depends on the level of damage you're on. I remember from my first day, it was kind of painful to get the massages done, but then down the road, I was able to do it more often. So make sure you know how to do them and how often. And another thing that I want to highlight is, I know this is rough and we tend to lose hope, but I want to encourage you to continue on doing your exercises. Your massages, they're important. You cannot stop. If you're not feeling it one day, still push yourself to get it done at least once a day. The more that you do it, the better. Not the more as in the harder, or if I do it 10 times a day. No, but you have to be consistent. You have to at least do it once a day. So for the third step, you need to invest on your recovery. You need to get your massages done and your exercises. And you need to know how often you have to get them done and how to get them done. Alright, so step number 4, you need to take care of your body. This one is so important and so big that I actually had to break it down into 3 different categories. The first one is your diet. You need to watch what you're eating. You need to drink lots of water. You need to eat as much green as possible and get that research done and see what are the good sources of B and B12. The second part is super important. We're talking about your eye. You have to take care of your eye. It's not going to blink as much. It's going to get irritated. So there are different things you can use to take care of it. Of course, there's the eye drops during the daytime. We also have that gel kind that is for nighttime. You have to make sure you're taping your eye or wear an eye patch nighttime. Also, another thing I had to do personally is every time I was outside, I would wear sunglasses. I work in an office in front of a computer screen, so every time I'm on the computer, I wear sunglasses. I know it can look silly, but then again, your eye needs to come first. And your last one is just a little bit of everything, but overall, it's just rest. You need to rest as much as you can, especially on the first couple of days. Your body is kind of fighting all of this at once, and it's really trying to recover, so you need to rest a lot. And try to avoid phone, computer, TV. You don't have to isolate yourself, but try not to be as much on your phone. Try not to be as much in front of a screen, because that actually is not helping your eye. It's irritating it a little bit more. So get lots of rest. This is your time to just sleep. Now, some of you are moms and they have little babies, and I understand you cannot do it all the time. But definitely don't be like running and exercising and draining your body. You need to rest. Rest doesn't always mean sleeping. Sometimes it's just sitting on the couch. So make sure you get that rest. Alright, number 5. This is one of my favorite ones, because we were not created to be alone. With that being said, we need people to pray for us, and we need to be praying for other people. So I encourage you to join different groups. I encourage you to seek help. Do not isolate yourself. You see, that's a problem that most of us do. We don't feel as attracted. We don't feel confident, and we just want to hide. We don't want people to see us. We don't want to get questioned, why is your eye not twitching or whatnot. But the truth is, we need to be surrounded with people that can help us with this. It's a physical thing, like you can see it. Bell's palsy, you can see it, but it's attacking us way harder in the inside. If you have a family member that have experienced this, or a friend, talk to them, open up. It'll help you feel better, it'll help you feel understood, and you'll be able to learn a lot from the process. So I want to go ahead and share with you guys the name of the group I've joined. I already got permission from the administrator, which thumbs up to you. Alright, and the group is called Bell's Palsy Support. It says group page over there, but I'm not sure if that's the description or that's it. But it's a private group on Facebook, and the banner should be blue, and it has a male and a female. So if you research that and you want to go ahead and join, I already got the thumbs up from them. Go ahead and join them. I think they have over 6,000 guests, people, partners, followers, whatever you want to call them, in that group. And so members is the right word. What I love the most is that there's people in there who have already been through it. Like, they're completely healed, and it's not like they quit on the page. Okay, I'm done, thanks. They're actually there all the time, and they encourage us. So it's a pretty cool thing. So do not isolate yourself, for sure. Find your support system. Another thing I just wanted to add, support can be found in family members or friends who have not experienced this. I actually wouldn't be doing any of these videos, or I wouldn't be positive, as you guys say all the time, if it wasn't for my husband, and he has never experienced this. So don't feel like because they're not going through it, they're not going to know. I understand some people don't understand what we're going through. I get that. But don't just eliminate people who are not facing this or have not faced it out of the picture. Just do not isolate yourself, and find that support system. Number 6. Alright, I love this one, and I have to give a shout out to Martina from that group, actually. She's the one that told me this one, and I think it's great. I actually do it. I will show you. Mine is right here. So basically what it is keep a journal, okay? It helps you keep track of what's working for you and what's not working for you. And you get to see how often you're feeling down. So you already know what you can do to help yourself out. And if you're thinking, well, I know myself, I know how to take care of myself and how to do this. Yeah, it's true, but often we forget. And when you have a lot of pain, you're not really thinking, okay, what worked for me last week, okay? Also, you can see your progress, how long it took you to get better from this stage to this stage, or when was the first time you were able to smile. I write, things to myself. So there's days when I'm super discouraged. Good thing to go back to the journal and read those words that are coming from yourself. That you are reminding yourself how important you are, or how beautiful you are, and how this is gonna be okay, and it's gonna go away. Okay, so I would definitely recommend you to do the journal. I think it's a great idea. Thumbs up to Martina. Even when you're sad, when you're having a bad day, go ahead and write it down. Okay, because that's part of the process. So when you look back and you see, how you develop more confidence and how you feel better, you can go ahead and get your journals out in your pens and start writing. Alright, number 7 is super important. It has to do with our mentality. I think it's important that we understand that we're all different and we all work differently. So these steps are not going to be down to the dot for you, and some of the things that you have done might not be down to the dot for me. So you have to understand we're different, and most importantly, it's gonna take time. Let's just say I'm massaging, and in 2 months I'm completely healed. You cannot get discouraged if you pass the 2 months and it's not working out, okay? you have to understand we are different, and there's things that we're not doing the same, okay? There's no way we're doing the same exact thing every day. So first of all, understand we are different, and the process is going to be different. The journey is going to be different. You need to learn to see what can you get out of this, okay? What are you learning? I remember the first time I was sitting down and looking back at my pictures from when I used to smile, and I've always thought I had a weird smile. Don't ask me why. But when I started looking at the pictures, man, I was wishing like crazy I was back that way. And I also remember the first time that I was able to move my mouth a little bit more. And man, it just felt like you just gave me a box with $1 million. And the last point I want to give you guys is when you don't feel understood by your family members or your friends, you need to understand that your family and your friends love you. You're going to learn to see people's true colors, but you will also learn to see the people who really love you and who really are praying for you and who really are trying to encourage you. And I just wanted you to focus on those, okay? And I want you to focus on your recovery and on yourself. I will be posting another video soon, which I want to share with you the importance of accepting this journey, okay? I think that's a huge part of where we're standing and where I'm standing right now. Do not be discouraged, okay? Stand strong, and if you have any questions, comment below. Alright guys, those were my 7 tips. I hope they can help you feel better. Once you try them, help you feel more confident. Then again, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.